the World Cup's going on right now. We've already watched the NBA Finals and most of the playoffs. I mean, it's over now. Congratulations to the New York Knicks. And
Go New York.
well, we've seen some crazy trades. I mean, some crazy moves. It's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, a lot of things going on. We start with the Knicks, both of us being New York residents or former New York residents.
Going to New York, from New York, from New York,
From
I
New
would say.
York. Yeah, from New York. Yeah, I didn't realize how much a Knicks championship would mean to just New York in total. I'm not a big basketball guy. Just never been my cup of tea. Dad's a wrestling coach, so I was forced into that career path. Um, yeah, a lot of sweaty men, a lot of guitars. Um, but
A lot
it,
of cauliflower on the ears. You know the vibe.
yeah, a lot of cauliflower on the ear, a lot, great stuff. Um, but yeah, no, I just never realized what it would mean to the city for the Knicks to win a championship, and God, it was exciting to watch. I have never really enjoyed basketball as much as I had during this entire Knicks playoff run. I've watched pretty much every game in say probably the last three rounds. I didn't really watch much of the Hawks series, but I kind of caught up with it at once they're down 2-1. Yeah, so just all great things. Jalen Brunson's my dad. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all
I,
my time is there.
I couldn't agree with you more. I was fortunate enough to make it into Manhattan for a few of the games, and the vibe was just off the charts, really. To see a city rally together around one team, and it's funny how many random white girls that just became Knicks fans this playoff series. They just love the Knicks. That's all over their story. That's all they want to talk about. I've never heard it before. They weren't big Alec Burks fans. They're not huge Lou Munson fans. They don't even know who the fuck Tim Hardaway Jr. is. But it's the city and they're way behind them. New York City is back, whether you like it or not. It's really impressive to see and really almost surprising to see. I mean, the city's been dead for so long. New York sports have been dead for so long, and slowly but surely there is a comeback. The Yankees making the World Series last year, and the Mets making it the year before, and the Giants looking hot, and the Jets are still the Jets. But they got K Club Nick, so woo. And it's just
Uh,
we can talk about this Knicks, like the actual basketball, a little more, and I'd love to talk about the finals a little bit, but I like to talk about what it just means for the city, and you could feel the vibe, and even being outside of Madison Square Garden, it's the people in the streets partying with the cops, and there's just a happy and uplifting vibe. It's the energy is so high. Um, but yeah, we could actually talk about like the basketball side of it instead of just like the vibe side of it. I think that's a fun part of it.
yeah, yeah, we definitely can. Not really my cup of tea. I don't really watch a lot of basketball, but yeah, it was definitely impressive series for most of their players. I really thought Cat was going to have a bigger offensive series, um, but he did a great job defending Wemby most of the time. It was definitely a difficult challenge. Wemby didn't look great. Honestly, most of the team didn't look great except for Dylan Harper. He looked great for the Spurs. He was probably their best player this entire series.
Yeah,
I mean, aside from
that's a
Wemby,
stretch, but yeah, their
it's
other
definitely
player. I get that. Yeah.
definitely a stretch. But I mean, defensively, he was pretty did a pretty decent job on Brunson, on McCall, whoever he was guarding at the time, and offensively, he was consistently putting up over 20 points almost every
Yeah.
game in the series. On very good efficiency and coming off the bench. That I was impressed with how he played. He was definitely noticeable. I mean, Wemby, yeah, he's their best player now. But
7'5" alien person. I don't. He's still great. I mean, I said
yeah,
it to you the other day. I was like, he would be so good if he didn't think he was Peja Stojakovic and thought he was Akeem Olajuwon. He'd be so good, and he is good.
yeah,
But he just loves a tween step back fadeaway three. He loves it, and it's pretty to watch. It
yeah.
really is. He's fluid.
It's cool to watch, but it is kind of aggravating at times. At least I have a hard time watching it because if I was 7'5", I'd be playing a little differently. Um,
With Tim Duncan on the staff, it's funny. He's
yeah,
on the staff. He's at the
yeah,
games.
I don't know. I think Tim. I think Tim's like kind of like exploring that new NBA look where 3 pointers are so effective, I guess, in a sense, or so efficient.
Yeah, I agree with that. Just the actual slow shift
But
of five expandable
but
players.
also he's 7'5". The next tallest player on the Knicks was 7'1", right?
Yeah.
Cat.
Mitch is 7'3", 7'4",
Oh, okay.
but
My bad.
he's a long 7'5". I mean, what was it, game
Yeah.
three when the whole comeback happened? Oh no, game four when the whole comeback happened. I kind of just didn't understand why he wasn't just like over the net and then they just lob the ball
Yeah.
in and he just goes like that, just like taps the ball in because he's
Yeah. Because
huge.
the
He's
Knicks
taller
got
than
into really,
he goes like
yeah
this. It's taller than the rim. When I
yeah
do
the
that, I
Knicks
can barely hit the net. It's insane.
the Knicks got into
Like
like bad foul trouble in a few of the games, and I really thought he was going to
yes.
start dominating the paint, but it was a Jeremy Shogun.
Um, Cat got into trouble a couple games. It was really, and the NBA almost hasn't seen a guy like him. So the fouling, whether it's, whether you think it's an NBA game script type of thing, or whether it's just the refs not
Yeah.
knowing how to officiate a person like that, that's where I kind of see it. I think it's more the latter because when he's so big, he's gonna fall. He's kind of like a baby giraffe. So like when he falls, then they're calling everything, and then people are getting upset because there's no technical contact, but he's like flying on the ground, and like a guy like Brunson's never gonna draw. Brunson does pretty well for himself at drawing fouls, but he is so stout and strong that he's not going to just fall on the ground. Bronson does not fall.
Yeah.
SGA falls. It's a separate topic, but
Yeah, SGA, yeah, not my favorite guy. Not a big fan.
oh, traffic's coming through.
Oh,
But yeah, to talk about the actual Knicks and why they
yeah,
did win this playoffs, they really not surprised me, but
it
it
was
was the
it was
perfect
the power of
storm.
friendship.
It was
The
the
power.
team of destiny. It was the power of friendship. It's everywhere Josh Hart went, whether it was the Lakers or the Pelicans or the Blazers, he was the guy that was known as and then he wouldn't get high fived, and then he'd go like that to himself. And it means so much. And yeah, it doesn't seem like that much on the surface, but it means so much. This was a team where they'd give him the high five. That that matters. There was so much vibe around this team, and the power of friendship. Truly, it sounds stupid, but that matters. Chemistry matters, like genuinely, especially when you are the more experienced playoff team. They were
Yeah,
not making stupid mistakes that the Spurs were making that caused them to lose to lose these leads. The Knicks had the top three. They had three out of top five biggest finals comebacks in this series alone. That's insane. That is like that's nuts.
yeah,
That sounds not real. The 29 points was insane. It doesn't happen. And I
no,
think it has a lot to do with the Spurs and their coaching and their lack of real experience. It was their first playoff run. It's very impressive in general
yeah,
to make it this far. But the Knicks, seriously, this was a team of destiny. This was the power of friendship. Besides the fact they were so deep, they had a great nine-man rotation where there's no problem playing Shoan at the end of the bench. He's probably their 10th man. There's no
yeah,
problem playing Shamet. There's no problem playing Deuce. There's no problem playing Jordan Clarkson.
yeah.
There's
And Clarkson and Deuce didn't have a great series. They really didn't have much of a playoff run.
Mhm.
From what I saw, Shaman was great off the bench.
Okay. Shaman had a great playoff
Yeah,
run in general.
he had
Yeah.
a really good playoff run. I mean, he was fairly decent in the finals, but he was good in the finals. But
He's so clutch at the end of games. That's
yeah,
where Shamet really matters.
yeah,
Like you don't see it in the box score a lot of the time, but it matters
yeah. No, I know everyone's better than Jalen Brunson until it matters.
until it's
Until
time
it's
to
time to
be
be
Jalen
Jalen.
Brunson. It's
Yeah,
true. We could talk about where he's at in the NBA playoff point guard wise. Where does Jalen Brunson rank at this point? He's a top 10
it's
guy. I've been saying that. Now at this point,
right now,
it's not
currently
a
in the league.
top. Ooh, where is he actually?
I thought you meant all time. I was like,
No, ooh, no offense to JB. He might be. He's low key sneaking. I'd give him the nod above Jason Kidd. I'd give him the nod.
I give like close to AI.
He beats AI for me.
He beats AI for you.
He
I
beats
think the
AI.
MVP. I don't know if an MVP is more impressive than a finals run. It really depends on what you think, but I
Yeah,
because AI was pretty much everything for that like the Sixers team.
this is a Dwayne Wade type of like '06 type of
Yeah,
finals for me. Like this means a lot. Um, yeah, that's probably the comp. I was thinking about it. I was like, what is the comp? Because the comp technically, like, they're a better team than the Sixers were in '01, like
yeah,
by far. Like their second best player was
yeah.
probably
Across the
probably
board.
Cookie Monster, like, you know. But
Yeah.
'06 Wade,
Wasn't
iconic
Dikembe on
shit.
that team?
What's up?
Dikembe Mutombo, wasn't he on the Sixers team or no? Am
I
I?
called him Cookie Monster, yes. Yeah, it's like Eric Snow, and it's they're
Yeah,
not that good.
I know.
Uh,
I used to play as a team in 2K. It was
they
pretty
were
brutal.
that is a classic 2K team. That's a good
Yeah,
shout.
yeah.
But
It was just like 97 overall AI and like
oh my God, anytime you dribble with him, the other dude on the computer's just falling
yeah,
right over.
yeah,
That's a great team. That's and no disrespect to AI. Like I think that's right where he's sitting all time, point guard wise. But it's
yeah.
he still has years to do this. He's not that old. He's 29,
29,
and
and he's not a fairly physical player. Like I mean, he does play physical, but his game is really not built on athleticism. Like it's
it's
not.
not dangerous. He's a technical player. It's not a dangerously
Yeah,
physical game.
no, no. So I think I could see him in the league until he's like 36, 37. You know,
Hmm. And I
pretty.
wonder where he can go with this. Is this team? They wouldn't be my pick to repeat, like honestly.
It,
But
we
I
gotta
mean, they
see how
can't repeat.
we gotta see what happens. You know, like there were some injuries this year. Even like the Celtics. Like I think if they have a full
Yep.
year together, they'll be a much scarier team.